Ninja Warrior is a personal motivator to just be stronger than I was the day before, be stronger than the other people around me. It gives me that personal pride.
Some share their dreams, enlisting others to aid their pursuit, calling on friends and family to help lift them up.
What inspired me to take this journey was my 2 children.
I'm doing this for my friends, for my family.
I'm running for my mother because she has breast cancer.
I definitely never want to let my son down.
Others keep their ambitions close, stealing hours, minutes, even seconds to privately chase what they fear might sound foolish.
They say that somebody like me can't compete, and I want to prove them wrong.
Everyday people training every day so that on this day, on this stage, they can reap the dividends and try to make their dreams come true.
I want to be the oldest ninja to ever complete this course.
I'm going to get to the top of that warped wall and show all of the women that we have a chance to.
This has been my dream since I was a kid, but now here I am living the dream.
This is where ordinary people become extraordinary. This is American Ninja Warrior.
Welcome to Dallas, the second stop for American Ninja Warrior qualifying. We're in the shadow of the legendary Cotton Bowl, where tonight, more than 100 competitors will run this brutal obstacle course, each hoping to move on to the Dallas City Finals. I'm Matt Iseman alongside former NFL defensive end Akbar Gbaja-Biamila, and we're here in the Lone Star State on a perfect night. Now, we haven't been to Dallas in 2 years, but judging by the quality and the quantity of submissions we've received this year, Akbar, I think we're in for an awesome night of competition.
Yeah, Matt, new talent emerges in every city, and Dallas seems to have a ton of it. That includes returning veteran Nika Mulkeroy, the first woman to attempt the warped wall in competition. Will she be the first to reach the top?
We'll also see the sweetheart couple of American Ninja Warrior, Brent Stephenson and Casey Catanzaro, who both competed at Mount Midoriyama last year. Brent is one of the most accomplished athletes in the history of this competition, having twice made it to stage 3 at Mount Midoriyama. And Casey wants to make her own mark and become the first woman ever to finish the course. Veterans and rookies alike will face several obstacles never before seen on American Ninja Warrior. Now, for more on the course, let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Matt. Of the 6 obstacles our competitors will be facing here in the Dallas qualifying, 2 of them are brand new and have never been seen before on American Ninja Warrior. We start with the quintuple steps, where competitors will run across 5 angled platforms, and if they touch the water, they're out. Then it's on to the log grip. Athletes will cling to the log and slide down 25 feet, enduring a jolting drop along the way. The tilting table is brand new this season, and it's all about weight distribution. Here, competitors must navigate over an off-axis seesawing platform divided into quadrants by a 1.5 foot high divider. After that, it's the swing jump. The trick here is to build up enough momentum to leap from the platform swing to the cargo net. After climbing underneath the net, they'll face another new obstacle, the ring toss. Here, athletes will leap to grab 2 metal rings, then hook and swing their way across 3 planks using a series of protruding pegs. And last but certainly not least, it's a 14-foot warped wall. Scale the top and hit that buzzer, and you have guaranteed yourself a spot in the Dallas Finals. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Jen. Well, let's get it started here in Dallas. On the course right now from Houston, Texas is Lauren Inman, a 25-year-old customer service rep who does not miss a beat.
Quad steps, bar flies, they don't mean a thing. I'll be flying through the air while I do my ring swing.
I went on this course so badly. I've been dreaming about it. Started doing ultramarathon training. I've gotten into acro yoga. I know I can hit that buzzer, and apparently I rap now.
Crashing and dashing and flying through the air, I'll be going up that wobble like I just don't care. What? Boom.
Well, hopefully her skills on the course are a lot better than her skills on the mic.
Last year went out in Denver with a sprained ankle on this spinning bridge. Lauren's 5'10", and that height certainly working to her advantage here on the quintuple steps.
Yeah, she's going to have to make the most of her long legs and use them to hold on to the log grip. It isn't just about your hands. You have to engage your entire body.
Oh! Tough fall for Lauren Inman.
Take another look. As Lauren took off, she was still trying to get her legs secured on the log. And when she got to the 12-inch drop, it was just too much of a jolt for her to hold on.
Got it, didn't have it.
Walking up to the starting line now is Karthik Rajendran, a 23-year-old lease support analyst, and he's bringing a little something extra out on the course tonight.
I'm physically different than everybody else. I have an extra toe, and I'm pretty sure nobody else has got that. It does not help with balance. It's useless. It's just there for show. I have a show toe.
The man has 6 toes on his left foot.
I know he said it's useless, but it seems like that toe would help his balance. I'm not buying that, Matt.
Next is an obstacle that has no margin for error, the log grip.
He's got to hold on tight, lock every part of his body, get ready for that jolt.
Says he knows he's breaking a lot of stereotypes. Most people would think he'd be a doctor or a technical engineer, but he says he's a serious athlete. State champion cross-country runner. So this guy's the real deal with endurance. Oh! Unfortunately, it looked like he took a cross-country pace there when he needed to sprint, and a hard impact for Karthik Rajendran.
Matt, you know, that tilting table can sneak up on you. Karthik runs slow with heavy feet, which causes the table to turn over quickly, and he's just not far enough to make it across.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words. Well, in our next runner's case, it was worth over 10,000 new Twitter followers, and it made him a multimedia star overnight. It's Olympic bobsledder Johnny Quinn.
To become an Olympian for the United States of America was such a special moment for me. During my time in Sochi, I got stuck in a bathroom. I had to bust through a bathroom door, and when I put that picture on social media, it went viral to the world. I'm competing because this is another obstacle I want to overcome, and I look forward to the challenge.
Before getting into bobsled, Quinn was a talented college football player, went to training camp with the Bills and the Packers in the NFL, started focusing on the bobsled in 2010.
Well, bobsled is all about the explosive push of the sled, so I know he's got some strong leg muscles.
There's his wife Amanda cheering him on.
I was with his former quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, last week, and he said that he's really looking forward to see how Quinn attacks this course.
Well, one of the bigger competitors, I mean, look at the shoulders. He's 6 feet 220. Obviously, a bathroom door couldn't hold him down in Sochi.
Oh, using that foot.
Look at that, a tumble, and he's through.
In the NFL, we're taught to always keep our feet hot, and it looks like that paid off for Johnny Quinn.
Quinn on the swing jump. Looking a little uneasy.
Well, the key here, Matt, is to transfer your weight like a pendulum. And he just needs to pump his weight in both directions, not just when he's swinging forward.
And look at this Quinn, though, locked up here. Can't get the momentum. Oh! And Quinn unable to break out of the swing jump.
Yeah, he rushed it there. He never got his momentum going, and you can see his swing gave out as he reached for the cargo net. Quinn goes for the win, but comes up short.
Johnny Quinn is now the 9th U.S. Olympian to compete on American Ninja Warrior. He had more success than most, advancing to the 4th obstacle. Only one trampolinist, Logan Dooley, has finished the qualifying course. But another Olympian is coming up later. Gymnast Jonathan Horton will run in just a bit. Up next, it's Michael Moore, a 56-year-old internet entrepreneur and father of 3 from Sunnyvale, Texas. Michael says he's going to make history here tonight.
I'm 56 years old, and my goal this year is to be the oldest ninja ever to get through qualifying stage. The first time I saw American Ninja Warrior, I was like, you know what? I was born to run that course. Unfortunately, I think I might have been born maybe 30 years too early. And at 56 years old, I'm going to be the first American Ninja Warrior.
Michael's wife and 2 children here to support him. Moore sold his chain of tanning salons and retired 12 years ago.
Yeah, I think he may have kept one because he has a great tan.
Michael told us he enjoys rock climbing, and that should help him get a strong grip on the log.
Well, this next obstacle is the tilting table, and it's brand new, which could be a challenge for our runners tonight.
Oh, just makes it across.
Michael Moore came straight up to me when I saw him earlier and said, look, I'm 56, and people can sleep on me if they want to, but I've got something for him. And right now, he's doing his thing.
Moore already looking more comfortable than Johnny Quinn.
This is textbook. He's got his weight moving forward on the backswing and back on the forward swing.
And an excellent transfer to the cargo net. Didn't even need to jump.
Now, this Michael Moore can write his own documentary on what it means to be a competitive athlete at 56 years old.
This is a guy who's competed in the past 2 seasons of American Ninja Warrior. Last year went out on the warp wall, says he's worked on it, feels like he can get up it. But now in front of him, the ring toss, and he's the first to reach this obstacle tonight.
Doing the Texas point there.
Well, this man's eyeing a run at history himself. Obviously, Grandpa Ninja, Kelvin Antoine, is the oldest competitor to complete the qualifying course at 53. Moore is 56.
You think like a young man, not as an old man. And Michael Moore right now is moving like a young man. You got to kick 56 out the door.
Absolutely.
And just get to it.
Great body momentum. Looking comfortable here on the ring toss.
If you're at home and you're watching and you're in your 50s, tell AARP, wait a little bit because he is moving.
Look at that recovery. 56 years old, great poise, great endurance.
He's in trouble, Matt. When you get the YMCA look right there, that's when you're in trouble. It's very difficult, but he's done it.
This is a fantastic run out of the 56-year-old Michael Moore.
His forearms have got to be burning right now, and yet he's still powering through.
So close.
Michael, hold on for dear life and do not succumb.
By the fingertips, a great recovery, going for the dismount. Kelvin Antoine, 53 years old, made it up the warp wall. Michael Moore hoping to do it at 56.
Will he be the oldest man to ever conquer the warp wall? I think he has a chance in him.
After failing on the wall last season, Moore says he's practiced specifically on the obstacle, and he can get over it. I love the focus. I love the determination.
Oh, watch your ankle.
A tough fall inches away.
Yeah, that's how you tear your Achilles right there. Matt, let me tell you what I know about Texas athletes. They are strong. They are meant for this.
The crowd motivating him. Second attempt.
Dig deep, Michael Moore.
This is it. History on the line. Come on! No! Inches away, Michael Moore cannot get up the warp wall, but an unbelievable gutty performance out of the 56-year-old.
I tell you right now, Michael Moore just inspired an entire nation of 50-year-olds because thanks to Michael Moore, 50 is the new 30.
Let's go down to Jenn Brown.
Michael, you're so close. Everybody was on the edge of their seats.
It's all good. I had more fun this year than I ever have.
You are an inspiration to so many guys over 50 out there.
Yeah.
Tell them they can come out here and do
it.
You
guys, you can do it. You can do it.
Coming up, Amber Johnson was an out-of-shape mom who completely transformed her body.
2 years ago, I wore a size 12 to 14. Now I wear a size 6.
She wants to put her new physique to the test. Plus, gym owner San will attempt to make it back to the top of the warp wall.
I'm getting stronger with time. I'm getting better with my age.
And later, American Ninja Warriors royal couple Brent Stephenson and Casey Catanzaro will hold court. All coming up when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to Dallas, where our early competitors are struggling with this qualifying course. First, Houston travel agent Tommy Zamora couldn't get a handle on the log grip.
Let's go.
While Jared Greer a youth pastor from Garland, Texas, was inches away from surviving until the log came back for the knockout. Oh! Almost a great save, but he was taken out by the log itself. Tyson Pfeiffer had some big fans in the crowd, and the stand-up comedian went for laughs throughout his run.
Red times, baby.
But when he reached the ring toss, the joke was on him. Many of our top athletes are just getting warmed up, including the inspirational Sam Sand. And there's a familiar face, Drew Dreschel. He'll compete in Miami, but he's here tonight to support his fellow ninjas. And Jenn Brown standing by with two other greats, Brent Stephenson and Casey Catanzaro.
Thanks, Matt. I'm down here with the royal couple of American Ninja Warrior. That's what we're calling you guys now, by the way. Brent and Casey, we saw you last season, the first time you've ever competed. What have you done this year to get ready now that you kind of had, your time on the course?
Yeah, we definitely take in everything that you learn each year. We've been training super hard on the obstacles and just in any other way possible to get us ready for tonight.
And how nice is it having a training partner that's a girlfriend?
It's pretty sweet, I mean, always nice to have somebody that holds you to the workouts, even when life gets in the way. As a matter of fact, she can actually do a few things that I can't. Like we have the floating boards where we train, and she can smoke through those, but for some reason I'm having a hard time.
All right, Casey, well, we've never seen a female make it up to the top of the warp wall. I know I've seen you do it on videos. Do you think you can do it tonight?
I'm standing here looking at it tonight, and I know that I can make it to the top of it.
I like it. I like it. She knows she's making it to the top. Good luck to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Matt, Akbar, back to you.
Thanks, Jenn. Can't wait to see those two later tonight, but at the starting line right now, Matthew Stinson. He's a 29-year-old from Fort Smith, Arkansas, with a very unique way of training for American Ninja Warrior.
I do a lot of training with chickens. I have 4 chickens that I run around with all the time, and if you can catch a chicken, you can catch anything. What I would do with the grand prize of $500,000 is I'd buy a whole lot more chickens.
Well, he may be a chicken farmer, but he's a serious athlete, too. Graduated from Navy Diver School, which has a dropout rate of about 70%, so this guy's legit. Here's his wife, Brittany, here to cheer him on, along with several friends. Moving quickly.
Oh! What a great save! Pulling himself back up. Dangerously close to being disqualified, but his feet never touch the ground, so very lucky.
Taking a different approach on the swing jump using just one chain.
I think he's in trouble here.
Completely twisted around, trying to sort it out. It's his first time competing, never been on any of these obstacles.
Oh, but he makes it. This is the wonderful thing about American Ninja Warrior. It doesn't matter if you're an Olympic athlete or a chicken farmer. Everyone wants a shot.
And he's one of the few to make it to the ring toss so far.
This obstacle is all about upper body strength. As a farmer, will he have the experience on this type of obstacle?
Doing pretty well so far, and past the halfway mark. Oh, now he's in trouble. Both hands on one ring, trying to right the ship. You can see his arms are giving out. Oh, and he's down. Matthew Stinson out on the ring toss, but a pretty good run for our chicken farmer in his first attempt at this course.
I'll be back here next year.
Up next, she's a 33-year-old professor from Houston, Texas, Amber Johnson. And this is the woman who completely transformed her body and her life.
At the beginning of my journey 2 years ago, I weighed 189 pounds. I wore a size 12 to 14, and my waist was almost 44 inches. So I was a much bigger person. I knew that I had to make a change, and that change was going to be a pivotal point in my life. What inspired me to take this journey was watching American Ninja Warrior with my son. We would just sit there and talk about, can you do that? We could do that. And that just lit a fire, and I just started going after it.
Yeah.
My 2 children, Sakari and Amari, they inspire me every day because they're fearless. So when I started training, I said, that's how I want to be. What is important about making your transformation is setting a goal for something that you're not only just passionate about, but that excites you, that you love. And next thing you know, you can do stuff you couldn't do before.
Yeah!
For anyone watching my story, I want them to take away from this to always do your best. So for me, maybe my best is to push a button on American Ninja Warrior. And maybe someone else's best is to learn how to walk again. Or maybe someone else's best is to learn how to read. Whatever your best is, just dive in, hit it straight on, and go for it, and never give up, because your best is your best, and you can do it.
What an inspirational story. She said when she lost the weight, it had nothing to do with dieting, but it had everything to do with her training for American Ninja Warrior.
Once she decided she was going to get in shape and compete, she got in touch with local legend and trainer Sam Sand, who's been helping her realize this dream. He's here rooting her on tonight.
It's her first time on this course, and this log grip can be intimidating.
Log grip can be tough. Body strength gives out. Amber Johnson cannot hold on, ends up wet, but still a smile on her face.
Yeah, you know, she's trained so hard to get to this moment. The drop on this log grip is like being on the football field. You know the guy's coming to get you, but he still knocks you out of your shoes.
Let's go to Jenn, who's standing by with Amber.
What did it mean to get to come here and compete?
It means so much. It means so much. And it's not about whether you finish or whether you push a button. Just getting the call is so huge in and of itself. But to be able to stand there and feel the energy, it's my reward. It's not about the end, it's about the start. Thank you so much.
Thanks so much, Amber. Guys, back to you.
When we return, personal trainer Karsten Williams knows how to impress.
That's kind of my personality, is to be different from everybody else.
But will he be all flash and no substance on the course? Plus, two-time Olympic medalist Jonathan Horton will use his world-class gymnastic skills to try to conquer the course.
I feel that my sport has kind of almost prepared me for American Ninja Warrior.
All that and more when American Ninja Warrior returns. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior in Dallas, where many of our competitors are taking a beating on this qualifying course. Janice Ferguson, a mother of two from Biloxi, Mississippi, made a miraculous save on the log grip, but she dislocated her shoulder while doing it and had to leave the course. Then Keith Carney, a college student from Azle, Texas, injured his shoulder after a hard fall on the tilting table. This new obstacle has taken out nearly a third of our competitors. And moments ago, Michael Grossell, a 6'8" engineer from Plano, Texas, made it all the way to the ring toss. But when he tried to make a big leap, he got a bloody lip instead. Up next is a woman who's hoping to make it through unscathed. Her name is Samantha Guthrie, and she's a 31-year-old mother of three from Gulfport, Mississippi.
This right now is bigger than anything I've done. To be the first woman to ever finish a qualifying course, to have that title, that would be good for me. I want to do this for my daughters because I don't want them to get in the mindset, you know, you're a girl, you can't do that. That mindset to me is very limiting. Like, I want them to think that they can do whatever, even if they fail. It's okay to try it.
I'm sure right now her two daughters are at home in Gulfport, Mississippi, screaming at the TV, cheering on Mom. And Samantha taking her time on the quintuple steps. It's Samantha's first time competing here. She's never been on the log grip before.
You know, this is not an obstacle you can really train for. It all comes down to your grip strength.
Oh, wow! You have to be so careful with this obstacle. You can be hit twice within seconds. First by the pad and then again by the log swinging back. Another hard impact.
I love the leap for safety.
She's just giving up her body.
There's a fine line with being out of control and making the leap to safety. Samantha obviously treading dangerously close to crossing that line.
Well, now she needs to cross the swing jump, and unlike the previous obstacles, there's no recovering from a bad landing here. And there it is. Samantha showing an impressive amount of body control.
Easy. Both feet fell out the cargo net, and she wasn't even phased.
And there it is. She's the first woman to make it this far tonight. And now on to the 5th obstacle. Samantha onto the ring toss.
Well, the key here is that she's a mother of 3. And to be a mother, I think that's one of the hardest jobs in the world. So if you have the mental toughness to raise 3 kids and still find time to work out, then the ring toss should be a piece of cake.
Trying to build momentum here.
Swing hard.
Look at that right arm, Akbar, fully extended. She could be in trouble here. Oh, and there's a tough impact. A very impressive run by rookie Samantha Guthrie, one of only a few women ever to make it to the 5th obstacle.
Going up was a lot harder than I thought it was.
Up next at the starting line, he's a 32-year-old youth fitness specialist from Plano, Texas, Karsten Williams.
Last season, I got a surprise on the quintuple steps.
Oh!
I tried to 1 foot each platform, and I thought it would look cool for TV, so I'm all about looking flashy, and it just didn't work out for me that time.
Karsten's got a huge group of supporters here. Team Karsten, led by his mom and more than a dozen friends. And it looks like Karsten's learning from his mistakes, taking a much more cautious approach to the quintuple steps this time. Says it's haunted him for 365 days.
Yeah, and he told me he was going to take the slow approach.
And you see him there saluting him as he gets through it. Well, it's got to feel great just to vanquish your enemy, even if it is just the first obstacle.
Yeah, he's a former track star. He ran the 400-meter hurdles in high school.
It looks like an awkward position, but holds on. 6'1", 175, and barely an ounce of fat on this frame.
I see an ounce. Come on, an ounce.
Despite the fall last year. Oh! A good leap there, the hurdle form that he had in high school. Team Karsten in the crowd going wild for this performance thus far out of Karsten Williams. See what kind of body control he has here on the trapeze, trying to get onto the cargo net here in the swing jump.
Got some good momentum here. I'd make that leap right now.
It's like he heard you. Good, I like this on the cargo net, making sure to use his legs, trying to save as much upper body strength for the ring toss as he can.
You know what I've always liked about track athletes? Because they have to run in their own lane, they always have this sense of confidence. Now you get up here to the ring toss, and this is when you need to have that bravado.
Says he was humbled by the course last year and really approaching it with a respect, and so far it's served him well.
Matt, you think if I train hard, I can look like...
Missed the peg placement there. Good recovery. Moving fast, but staying under control.
Track guys only know one thing, and that's speed right now, and he's got a good tempo going.
Another missed peg placement, but saves it.
Now, notice how he's not swinging at all, so that's using a lot of upper body strength right now. So the track star...
tongue out. He is fatigued. Another great save. Karsten Williams flirting with disaster.
It takes a tremendous amount of upper body strength to recover from all these mistakes. No swing.
Look at this thing. Just won't quit, and Williams gets through it.
Did you see the one-hand swing?
And I think he knows 3 times nearly went out on the ring toss, but survives it. Let's see what he's got left in the tank for the warped wall. Surprisingly awkward footwork there on the first attempt.
For what he has in speed, he doesn't have in technique. He's got to gather himself and have a game plan.
Karsten's never attempted the warped wall before. Right now, he's hoping the cockiness that took him out last season doesn't do the same here.
You know, I've stood in front of the warped wall a bunch of times, and it still amazes me how enormous it is.
6-1, the second attempt. One hand, the other, and he's done it. Karsten Williams, who last year went out on the quintuple steps, now stands atop the warped wall.
What a run!
Our first finisher tonight.
Karsten gave us a scare on the ring toss and needed 2 tries to get up the warped wall. But what he was lacking in technique, he made up with great athleticism.
There's Karsten getting a big hug from Mom. Let's go to Jen, who's standing by with Karsten Williams.
Real quick, Karsten, what does it mean to have Mom, the family, everybody here, and be able to achieve making it to the finals?
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. This is why I do it. I do it for them. It's not about me.
it's about everybody else, so I'm doing it for them.
Congratulations.
Coming up, one of the most anticipated runs of the night, Nika McElroy. Will the first woman ever to attempt the warp wall finally make it to the top?
I kind of walked away feeling a little bit defeated. My goal was to get to the top of the wall.
And later, Brent Stephenson and Casey Catanzaro look to prove why they're considered two of American Ninja Warrior's elite on American Ninja Warrior. Well, the course here in Dallas has claimed its fair share of victims, but we've had some success as well. First, it was Jimmy Bogle Jr., a package handler from Gadsden, Alabama. In his first time on the course, he finished in just over 3 minutes. Then another Alabama native, JoJo Bynum, made his debut on the course, and he does it. The software engineer from Huntsville made it all the way to the finish. And registered nurse Jennifer Jones looked strong through the first few obstacles. Oh, what a save! Just ducks under the log! But came up short at the cargo net. Now, we knew this course was going to be tough, but it is proving to be a true challenge for these athletes. For a unique perspective on one of the obstacles, let's go to Jenn Brown.
Thanks, Matt. Well, I am standing where no woman has ever stood before, atop the 14-foot warped wall. Now, we know scaling it is no easy task, but for the women in particular, it has proven to be unconquerable.
The warp wall is definitely the Mount Everest of American Ninja Warrior.
It stands ominously 14 feet in the air. It has nothing to swing to, nothing to balance on. The only moving part of this obstacle is the competitor. It's seemingly simple in design, but clearly complex in execution.
I definitely think a woman is capable of making it up the 14-foot warped wall. A lot of times men can just kind of muscle through things, but women need more technique and finesse.
It's not about how fast you can go. Because it's curved, you need to be able to jump vertically up, not at it.
And I've seen some of the tallest guys attempt a warp wall and not make it up.
The warp wall is 14 feet tall, and I'm 5 foot nothing, so I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna do exactly what the guys do.
Each season, the women competitors keep getting faster, stronger, closer.
Great transition, she's done it!
But they still haven't conquered their Mount Everest.
Last effort, stay on the side of history! Oh!
I'm going to be the first woman to make it over the warped wall.
You will see the biggest smile you've ever seen, ever.
I know that I can get up that warp wall and hit that buzzer.
And here she is, the woman who's made it the closest to the top of the warp wall, 27-year-old Nika McElroy from Houston, Texas.
This is my second time on American Ninja Warrior. Last year, I made it farther than any woman had to that point.
And she's done it! We have just witnessed history.
I kind of walked away feeling a little bit defeated because I didn't meet my goal. My goal was to get to the top of the wall. But I was really excited about it, and it really motivated me to want to keep training. My training has changed a little bit recently. I've stepped up my agility and endurance. I think that's really going to help me make it up the warped wall. I'm very confident that not only am I going to be the first woman to make it to the warped wall, but be the first woman to complete it.
Well, Nika, part of yet another Ninja Warrior couple here in the Big D. There's her fiancé, Connor Moyer, who will also be competing tonight.
Nika's trained all year and tests a lot of different shoes on the warped wall at her gym. The pair she has on right now, she plans to make history with.
McElroy here, a little hung up on the quintuple steps, but a cautious approach. Nika's mother and sister cheering her on from the stands. She's a rock climber, good forearm strength, good upper body strength. The log grip will test it. Oh! Hangs on! McElroy smiling. Knows she might have dodged a bullet there. We'll see what kind of agility this rock climber has on the tilting table. But look at that, playing to the crowd. Oh, so close, but McElroy, she's holding her shoulder. She might be injured. Unbelievable. McElroy is down and in obvious pain. You never want to see any of our competitors get hurt. Hopefully this isn't serious. Akbar will take another look at Nika's run to figure out what happened.
Well, first, she catches her foot on the divider that trips her up and sends her into the wall hard. And it looks like her shoulder took the brunt of that impact.
While our medics attend to Nika, we'll take a break and have more when we return. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. When we left you moments ago, we had just watched Nika McElroy injure her shoulder on the tilting table. Family and friends obviously very concerned. The medics got her off the course, were able to examine that shoulder, and Jenn Brown is with Nika now.
Hey, Nika, how you doing over here? What'd they say?
They don't think I dislocated it, but I injured it pretty well.
I know it's got to be disappointing, especially considering how far you made it last season. What are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling a pretty big letdown. I was really looking forward to challenging the wall again, but it is what it is.
Will we see you back again next year?
Absolutely.
All right, take care of yourself, okay?
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
Well, McElroy receiving a big hand from fans and fellow competitors like Drew Dreschel. Hoping to get us back on track, the man at the starting line, Olympic gymnast Jonathan Horton. He won a silver and a bronze at the Beijing Olympics, and though he's small in stature, he's a big-time competitor.
I think being a gymnast definitely gives me an advantage. You know, I don't want to be cocky or anything, but I feel like when it comes to strength to weight and able to, you know, pull myself around, there aren't any guys here that I think can do what I can. I've won bronze, I've won silver. Next thing on my list of accomplishments is to stand on top of Mount Midoriyama and be able to call myself the first American Ninja Warrior.
Well, Jonathan's got a huge group of family here. The Horton crew includes his wife, Haley, and their 7-month-old baby boy. Horton on the course, 5'2", 128 pounds. Well, look at him, so high on the quintuple steps, obviously comfortable vaulting around.
He's the smallest man to ever compete here at American Ninja Warrior. This compact size and strength will be a real advantage on some obstacles, but not here on the log grip, where longer arms would definitely help.
That log he was holding onto was as big as him.
He's holding on for dear life.
Let's see how he does here on the tilting table. Oh, good dismount there, vaulting off of it. This guy's a 2-time Olympic medalist. He won a silver medal for the horizontal bar and was part of Team USA that won a bronze medal both in 2008.
Well, as we told you earlier, many Olympians have competed, but with very little success. Horton looking to reverse that trend tonight.
Should feel comfortable here. The trapeze, obviously great body control. Oh, good hang. Upper body strength in no short supply for Horton. His wife Haley's leaning back, trying to help. She was a gymnast at the University of Oklahoma, as was Jonathan.
You can just tell he's got core strength like a gymnast.
With all the excitement, the baby's awake now. This guy, so phenomenal on the rings, can do the iron cross, put his body in unbelievable positions. The ring toss, I think the only issue here might be reach.
Ooh, the reach, especially when he gets to the second plank.
Look at that great body control, using that momentum side to side.
Now, here's the thing. As you get to the second plank, the knobs gets further and further away, and that transition from 1 to 2 is tricky.
The ring toss, the most difficult obstacle in this qualifying course. Has claimed over 1/3 of the athletes, and Horton looks to be hung up. Good recovery.
He's doing an excellent job in getting himself out of what I call the wide.
Oh! Unbelievable in a shocking turn of events. Jonathan Horton out on the ring toss.
It looks like he took his eyes off of his hands, did not see where to place that ring, and ooh, it was so hard.
Another Olympian goes down. Jonathan Horton is out.
Shouldn't have slipped. Ridiculous.
Our next competitor is one of the most beloved athletes out here, Sam Sand. A man whose name has become synonymous with American Ninja Warrior, but it's his past that you may not know.
I grew up in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. After I was 5 years old, Cambodia became communist. U.S. Embassy actually sponsored Cambodian refugees to America, and we got sponsored.
Without one to squander his good fortune, Sam has made the most of his life in America.
6 years ago, I started the obstacle course construction space. It was a dream, but it wasn't always a success story. On American Ninja Warrior last year, took a spill.
Oh, hard fall! Oh! It might have turned his ankle there. This could be the end for Sam Sand, and that would be a shame.
Basically, it was adrenaline rushing through me.
Love his determination. Oh!
Somehow I ran up to the wall and made it. When people saw me, business actually picked up quite a bit. You gotta learn how to crawl before you learn how to walk. I think I've been blessed. For me, if one person say, I want to learn how to do one pull-up, if I can give them the ingredient how to do it right, to me, that's an accomplishment. Good, Lindsay, that's an improvement, that's good. It makes me humble, that make me want to work harder, make me want to strive more. I want to be the bigger name to say, you know what, Sam Sand is the trainer for all American Ninja Warrior.
There are 21 athletes taking the course tonight that train at Sam Sand's gym. Never had a single gym put out so many competitors. Sam Sand's family here to cheer him on, as are many of his fellow competitors that he trains with. Well, so many competitors have undergone adversity, but I don't know that anyone's undergone more than Sam Sand. Grew up in communist Cambodia, escaped, but his brother and sister lost to him, hoping they see him on television and reunite. And Sam Sand stripping down.
He's got the Bruce Lee outfit going on right now.
Well, it looks like the log grip and the drop. No problem for this master. He's back again, determined to make it even farther. Last year, gritting it out on a rolled ankle.
Quick, Sam, run fast!
Look at that, so nimble on the tilting table.
Uh-oh.
May have twisted his ankle again.
Come on, Sam.
If there's any competitor here tonight that can compete with pain, it is Sam Sand. I called him Samson last year.
And look at this. Oh! Avoiding the ankle altogether. I love it.
Smart move.
Well, necessity's the mother of invention, and Sam Sand just does not know the meaning of the word quit. Truly unbelievable.
Good, man.
You can see the crowd absolutely behind this man 100%. And now Sam Sand sizing up the ring toss.
Even though he has his own obstacle course gym, chances are he's never seen this obstacle.
5'8", 135 pounds, so well conditioned. This man is in incredible shape for a 47-year-old.
You know, some people want it to happen, some would make it happen, but I believe right now, Sam Sand is gonna make it happen.
Right now, he's showing everyone how it's done, making the first transition with no problem, being very efficient, not wasting any energy as he descends.
You know, a big part of why Sam Sand is in such great shape for a man his age is that he works out every day, whether he's on his own or helping out his students.
Well, his nickname is the Survivor, and look at this. He's done it through 2 obstacles with an injured ankle. Judging by that landing, the ankle may have been more of a tweak than a full injury. Let's see if it affects him on the warped wall. This is unbelievable. No hesitation. He does it.
There it is.
Unbelievable. I am having goosebumps. This has been one of the most incredible runs we've seen. And look at that smile. It says it all. Sam Sand, you're my hero.
Thank you, Matt.
So with roughly half the runs completed, our leaderboard looks like this. Sam Sand sitting at the top with a time of 3:03. Remember, only the top 30, those who either finish or get the farthest, the fastest, will move on to the finals. Many of our top competitors are still ahead. Coming up, Rocky Thomas is a gospel rapper.
Somebody gonna benefit or benefit to keep it real no matter how they feel. They can rap for Jehovah, it's over.
But tonight, the word he hopes to spread is victory. And later, fan favorite Casey Catanzaro looks to not only make a name for herself, but also to make American Ninja Warrior history. All that coming up when we return. We're midway through the city qualifier, and the story so far, the two new obstacles here in Dallas. The tilting table and the ring toss have taken out over half of the competitors to this point, Akbar.
The people that have survived those two obstacles, they did so with technique. And the key to the tilting table is speed. Take a look. Miriam Mendoza jogs slowly, and the table throws her off, while Jennifer Jones sprints across and makes it with no problem. It's that simple.
Getting back to the action at the starting line right now from Detroit, Michigan, it's motivational speaker Zach McCall.
Who is Zach McCall? I'm a motivational speaker to middle school and high school kids. I travel around the world and participate in values-based adventures that promote my 3 core principles: responsibility, standards, and discipline. The reason I'm running this course is to help teach kids that whatever goal they set in life, they can achieve it.
This guy's no joke. He's a retired U.S. Marine and loves to travel the world seeking new adventures, challenging himself physically.
Well, at this point, I just want to see him be all that he can be here at American Ninja Warrior.
McCall not the only one who traveled a bit to be here. There's his mother, Judith, who came all the way from Greenville, South Carolina to see him run. Zach was a wrestler in high school, looking to use that experience to try and wrap himself around the log grip. And so far, McCall showing good technique on the first 2 obstacles.
But remember, here on the tilting table, speed seems to trump everything, including technique.
Oh! What a save by McCall, a hard impact. Great reactions there to save it on the landing pad.
Boy, and he took a hard fall there.
This guy's a motivational speaker, and he certainly seems fired up, and the crowd enjoying this run out of McCall. But let's see. This swing jump really relies on great lower body control. Wow. Boy. A long reach, but great forearm strength to save that, Akbar.
Yeah, he doesn't have an S on his chest, but he sure can fly like Superman to get to that cargo net.
Here he is making his way through the cargo net. Really can sap your energy heading into the ring toss, though. This guy has been all over the world, lived in an elephant preserve in Thailand. He saved endangered sea turtles in Costa Rica. It says American Ninja Warrior, been a long-time dream of his. Oh, and a misstep there, but good recovery on the ring toss.
Now, time it on the swing. When you get to the top of your swing, that's when you want to make that transition. Keep the L so you don't strain and use too much grip strength early.
Well, really looks like he's relying on his lats and the arms that could be costing him here. He looks like he's getting fatigued. McCall hung up here on the ring toss.
But you know what he's doing right now that's good? Is he's staying calm.
Well, I'll tell you, if he gets through this, that will be a truly impressive recovery there. And his hand gives out another recovery.
Let me tell you something right here. This is a true soldier here. In the midst of adversity, he never panics. Now, he can't look for the early dismount now. He's got to be able to make it to the 3rd plank.
Almost 2.5 minutes into his run, McCall still holding strong, going for the dismount. Oh! Just lost the grip and goes out on the ring toss. I thought he had it. Mistimed the release of his second hand and just missed the platform. So close. Zach McCall out on the ring toss. Up next at the starting line is Rocky Thomas from Clinton, Arkansas. He's one of the many men of the church competing here in Dallas, but he has a very unique way of spreading his message of hope.
My name is Rocky Thomas, also known as Rapid Fire, and this is why. That's right, whose side you on? We looking for soldiers. Somebody gonna benefit or win, if they keep it real, no matter how they feel, they can ride for Jehovah's over. Our fellowship combines gospel rap, hip-hop dance, martial arts to just lift up the young people and let them know that there's hope out there and they can face whatever comes their way.
Dangerous weather Wednesday afternoon as storms move through Buckenberg.
Last year, April 10th, as I was driving home, I knew there was gonna be bad weather in the area. My wife, Mandy, calls. She said, Rocky, the church and the house are gone. I'd just been blown away in a matter of seconds. And even though we lost a lot of things, we didn't lose each other. That was a real blessing because some people didn't get that. A year removed from the tornado, there's so many good things going on right now. They've rebuilt the church, they're rebuilding our house. When you get knocked down, you just got to get back up and keep moving because there's always going to be obstacles. The important thing is you don't stay down. With God on your side, you can do anything.
We're happy to report Rocky's new home is almost rebuilt. And his mother, Eleanor, and wife, Mandy, here to cheer him on. Well, this is a guy who calls himself a warrior of the light. He's a man of faith, but he's also a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo, uses his nunchucks, martial arts, and his rapping to teach kids about the Word of God.
Well, when a man walks around rapping with nunchucks, I'm pretty sure people are gonna listen.
He says people are shocked to find out he's a rapper. Looks like he's having trouble wrapping himself around the log grip here, not getting good purchase with his hands.
I see what you did there.
5'8", 140. Oh! And his hands gave out, and shockingly, rapid fire out on the log grip.
Well, that log grip is very sneaky. If you don't engage your entire body, I'm telling you, when you get that jolt, oh, it's good night.
A disappointing ending for the gospel rapper Rocky Thomas. Coming up, America's newest ninja family. They live together, they train together.
One of us is gonna win this thing.
Will success run in the family? Find out when American Ninja Warrior returns.
This is the line. This is boom, boom.
Barely jump over it.
Boom.
There's Brent Stephenson, one of the most decorated athletes in the history of this competition, alongside his girlfriend, who's one of the elite female competitors. It's Casey Catanzaro. They've been training hard, and they're both hoping to put on a clinic here in Dallas. Their run's coming up later. While you're away, property manager Brian Smith missed a peg making a transition on the ring toss, getting one of the rings stuck around his arm. Fighting on, Smith took an approach we've never seen before. In a last-ditch, desperate effort, he used his mouth to try to save himself.
He just refuses to give up. I love that determination.
But after dangling for almost a minute,
come on, dig deep.
Gravity won out. Hai Wen, a traffic court clerk from New Orleans, spent almost 2 minutes trying to build up some momentum on the swing jump. But it still wasn't enough.
Let's go, Doc. Do it, baby.
Then it was 26-year-old Josh Morgan. The surgical medical assistant was sailing through the course in front of his father and fellow ninja competitor, but came up inches short on the ring toss. Oh! In disbelief, just misjudgment, and ends up wet. Well, Josh was the first of 3 Morgans competing here tonight. The next is 54-year-old Mark Morgan. Papa, as they call him, is a hairstylist, an MMA coach, and the leader of what may be the most interesting family in Mississippi.
Brother Jeremiah, me and him were both raised here at Pastors. What happened to me, man? What happened to me? I'm the one that created you guys. That's true. All right, go ahead. All right, Daddy goes for us.
I'm a salon owner, hairstylist, and MMA coach. See these hands? These hands are miraculous. I can hurt you with these hands, or I can make it beautiful.
Listen, these guys talked me into getting into this American Ninja Warrior. One of us is gonna win this thing.
We all live under one roof. Of course, with 3 different doors, 3 completely different houses. We have a 4,000 square foot steel frame gymnasium. My brother Jeremiah and my father, we train with our whole family, with all of our kids and our wives. This is just a great opportunity for us to all compete together and train together.
I coached both my sons in wrestling all their lives, and now they're coaching me.
American Ninja Warrior is an opportunity to push us to another level.
Beautiful, hand over hand.
And if we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this as a family.
They're really an interesting family, and beside his 2 sons, there's Mark's daughter, Remy, and her fiance, plus the daughters-in-law. The whole clan is here, and the crowd responding to him already.
Well, I can tell you, Papa Morgan is full of energy right now.
Mark Morgan's background is in wrestling. He won a national wrestling title for his age group, and even at the age of 54, still trains every day in wrestling and MMA. This guy usually competes around 193 when he's practicing mixed martial arts, but dropped down to 185, got into the fighting trim for this course. He's really taking this seriously.
Boy, he got out of harm's way quick.
Fast feet.
Oh! Unfortunately, Mark Morgan knocked out by the tilting table.
Well, at 54 years old, he started off well, but of course the tilting table, such a true tester of balance and coordination.
Boy, you can see the disappointment on his face. He wants another shot.
Should have jumped over the rail. Feet weren't quick enough.
Papa Mark Morgan out, but we're not done with his family. There's still another Morgan brother yet to run.
Another one.
This is the youngest son, Jeremy Morgan, 24 years old, and he's the last chance for the Morgan family. Mark Morgan out on the tilting table. Joshua Morgan out with just a miscalculation on the ring toss. Jeremy Morgan now hoping to complete what the other Morgans couldn't. Jeremy's a strong all-around athlete, was a state champion in wrestling, also played basketball, football, and ran track.
Well, he's 5'8", 145 pounds, so he's not a big guy, but he is having no problem holding on to the log grip.
Now to the tilting table, which took out his dad.
The table barely tilted, very impressive.
Now the family has a lot of obstacles at home, but this the first time Jeremy has been on the course. But right now, he looks like a pro.
He is flying right now. This is one of the fastest times we've seen.
There's his wife, Tiffany, and his son, Jet. Right now, Jeremy looks like a jet.
You got the best time right now.
Love the selflessness, love the support out of the Morgan family.
Yeah, you gotta love it. I mean, look, he's doing this for his family right now.
Jeremy's speed on the ring toss, the fastest we've seen tonight. But again, we saw Joshua looking similarly strong on the ring toss, only to miscalculate right here.
Matt, do you hear what I hear? Do you hear the click-clack?
Look at that.
Do you hear the click-clack?
He is on pace to have the fastest run of the night. If he can get up the warp wall right here.
He is fighting.
Oh!
Bad
Wow. Slip there.
Yeah.
But no hesitation. Another slip.
Okay.
Now he's down to his final attempt.
Okay, now you got to recall. Now you got to sit back, relax, assess, and attack.
Doesn't even wait, though. Oh, my goodness.
He rushed too much.
Well, we saw Joshua Morgan make a mental mistake on the ring toss, and I think Jeremy did the same thing on the warp wall. Let's go to Jen, who's standing by with all three Morgans.
You flew through the course. Do you think, though, there at the warp wall that maybe you took too fast of an approach, or what would you have done differently?
I tried doing the same thing over and over again, and I just kept slipping. Just being a newbie on the course, it's hard to just crawl up the wall the first time. So maybe with another shot at it, I'll get it.
You know what we lack at our gym is the warp wall. Papa's building a warp wall. Believe me, we will have it for next year. Absolutely.
All right. Matt, back up to you guys.
Two Morgans out, but with Jeremy making it to the warp wall with the fastest time so far, still has a good shot of making the city finals. Coming up, former boxer and returning competitor Tremaine Dortch was eliminated in stage 1 in Vegas the last 2 seasons. But this year, he has new motivation for conquering Mount Midoriyama. And still to run, it's Brent Stephenson, one of the most accomplished athletes in the history of American Ninja Warrior. Both of those runs coming up when we return on American Ninja Warrior. Here in Dallas, we're minutes away from some of our top competitors taking the course. While you were gone, Daniel Manuel, a 40-year-old firefighter from Ada, Oklahoma, competing for the very first time, made it all the way to the warp wall before running out of gas. But that could be good enough to get him into the finals. Then it was Jonathan Morin, the youth pastor, who came out of the stands to compete 2 years ago. And he was back with an impressive run. The Ninja Pastor finished in just over 3 minutes. And finally, it was 42-year-old internet entrepreneur Matthew Lasik. This superfan who started a Ninja Warrior website had competed for 5 seasons, but had never made it up the warp wall until now. You did it, big guy! 5 times the charm! Well, up next is Kevin Klein, a guy who has a dream job for any football fan here in Texas. He's on the field every Sunday with the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, I run the flags for the Dallas Cowboys. Basically, I'm a male cheerleader. I face pressure every game day, running out of a tunnel with a flag that's on fire in front of 100,000 people. And I think that pressure has prepared me for Ninja Warrior.
Kevin's got his girlfriend and his family out here to cheer him on tonight. He's 5'6", 155 pounds, does a lot of powerlifting, so he's got some strong arms and legs.
to really hold on at the log grip. You got to be strong in the body and clean in the mind. Don't underestimate any of these obstacles.
Especially this one, the tilting table. Looked like a Cowboy running back diving into the end zone. And now the swing jump.
Boy, man, that's a high swing.
Wow, a great push. Initial push off that trapeze and translates into a very high grab on that cargo net. Klein's moving very quickly, making a statement here. I think taking his time is the last thing on his mind right now.
Kevin Klein is kicking butt right now.
But has to be careful on the rings. Taking out a lot of good athletes here tonight. Well, 2 years ago in Dallas, made it to the finals, looking to repeat that performance. Kevin Klein looking strong through these first 4.5 obstacles.
Riding every single swing. Now that's how you do it. Right now, Kevin Klein is putting on a clinic. Textbook maneuvering here.
I think that is the best run we've seen through the ring toss. The most in control, the most comfortable.
Hands down. You can say that again because this right here is the way to do it.
And no hesitation. Wow! Whoa! Kevin Klein rockets up the warp wall.
And he's got the moonwalk. I see you. Hey, do the Michael Jackson.
Kevin Klein, the flag man for the Cowboys, just put up the fastest time of the night here in Dallas.
He blazed through the course, but what set him apart was his perfect technique on the warp wall. Let's compare his approach to that of Jeremy Morgan, who we saw a few minutes ago. On the right, Kevin uses a 3-step approach as he hits the curve of the wall. 1, 2, 3. With his foot just below the letters, he explodes up and reaches for the top of the wall, grabbing it easily. On the left, Jeremy also takes 1, 2, 3 steps, and his foot is also just below the letters, but instead of jumping up, he throws himself into the wall, loses all momentum, and just slides down. And that produces some drastically different results.
Well, it'll be tough to match the excitement we've had in the past few minutes, but our next competitor will certainly give it a try. It's Ninja Warrior veteran Tremaine Dortch. He's made it as far as stage 1 in Las Vegas, but he thinks he can do even better now that he has a new motivation.
What's up, buddy? Come here, man. Newest addition to my family, my son Uri, was born last year. He is my light. Yeah, I'm fun. I wasn't always around my dad, so having that tight bond is very important to me. My son definitely intensified my training. I could be on a treadmill running and I think of him and I up the number because I wanted that much more. Being on the show allows him to see later down the road what his dad gave his 100% effort to. And I want him to do that, whether it's books or sports or anything. Being a bus driver, I want him to be the best at what he does. That's my little ninja. My name's Tremaine Dortch, and I will be the first American Ninja Warrior.
I love his energy. He's ready to run.
The Cassandra and 10-month-old son Uriah are on the sidelines cheering on Daddy. Dortch is absolutely shredded. This is a guy who was a redshirt freshman at Texas Southern University, but tore his hamstring, got into boxing, won the Golden Gloves, a well-rounded athlete.
Yeah, how do you tear your hamstrings when you're built like this? Man, look at all the muscles.
Dortch putting together a strong run. Just so strong, 5'9", 160.
If he can get by the challenge of just swinging on the swing jump, I think he's got the upper body strength to make it past the ring toss.
Well, football and boxing, so much about strength and speed, but really he's picked up his agility training. And it's paying off on the course thus far.
Yeah, and he's moving at really good speed right now.
This is the test of Dortch's strength.
Yeah, this is the upper body test right here. He clearly has the muscles to help him do it, but each pound of that muscular frame is weighing him down as he goes across.
slowly progressing here through the ring toss and looking solid.
I know a lot of his training is built around boxing, and boxing is about having quick hands, and that's helping him out right here on the ring toss.
Looking very comfortable and confident and not looking to make a mistake here. We've seen some competitors try to rush through this obstacle and get caught up, but Dortch, slow and steady, may win the race for Tremaine. Well, he's competed a number of years. Last year, made it to Mount Midoriyama. Looks to take his first step back here on the warp wall, and right up it! Tremaine Dortch finishes the qualifying course. A fantastic run out of Tremaine.
I believe Tremaine Dortch right there. Not only did he Dortch it, but he torched it as well.
These Dallas competitors really seem to have found their rhythm, with Tremaine Dortch turning in one of the fastest times of the night.
This former boxer just delivered a knockout straight up the warp wall, no problem.
And that's what it's all about. Said he's more focused because of his son, and it seems to have paid off. Tremaine Dortch is going to the Dallas finals. So our leaderboard right now has Kevin Klein at the top with the fastest time. Tremaine Dortch's run puts him in second. Remember, the top 30, those who finish the course or get the farthest, the fastest, will move on to the Dallas finals. One person looking to put her name on that finishers list is right there, Casey Catanzaro. Will she become the first to do what no woman has ever done before? Find out when we return. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior qualifying in Dallas. Next up on the course, the run we've been waiting for all night. She's a 24-year-old former gymnast out of San Antonio, Texas, and one half of, as we call them, the royal couple of American Ninja Warrior. It's Casey Catanzaro.
I've done gymnastics for my whole life, and I feel like that is a huge advantage for me on this course. My senior year, I was named Division I Gymnast of the Year, and after that finished, I kind of knew that I needed something new to focus on, and that's when I moved on to American Ninja Warrior as my next conquest. I'm 5 foot even, which is pretty short compared to the other guys out there, and I think that it definitely is a disadvantage in some ways because, you know, the reaches and the lengths and things like that are that much further for me. But, you know, I've been small my whole life, and I've never let that hold me back before, and I'm definitely not gonna start now. No girl has ever made it to the top of the warped wall, and I said it last season that I wanted to be the first, and nothing has changed except for the fact that I want it even more now this season. And I want to prove not only to myself, but to the world that I can do this.
Well, Casey Catanzaro last year made it to the 5th obstacle, one of the best performances we've ever seen out of a woman. This year has been training with Brent Stephenson. She's able to get up the warp wall in training. Can she be the first woman ever to do it in competition?
Well, before she can do that, she has to conquer some very challenging obstacles, starting with the log grip.
You got this, Casey. You got this.
This could be a difficult obstacle for her.
As a smaller woman.
As a smaller woman.
You know, she can't reach around the log with her arms or legs, so she has to rely solely on her grip strength on this one.
And just locked in. Catanzaro. Again, she was a Division I Gymnast of the Year out of Towson University.
At 5 feet tall, she has a lot of distance to cover with her small stride.
Keep in mind, this is what took out Nika McElroy. Took her out hard. Oh, a little slip, but Catanzaro threw it. Look at the crowd, they're getting excited.
Well, now here's the thing, with the swing jump, this is one of the only places that her weight is a disadvantage. She has to get this thing swinging to avoid a large distance when she leaps.
She's got it. Oh, a slip with the feet, but she holds on. You can see this woman is so strong. Just 100 pounds, but all of it muscle. But here, we talked to her beforehand. She said the one obstacle she was concerned about was the ring toss, not because of necessarily the upper body strength, but because of the reach, 5 feet tall. Couple of women have made it to the ring toss tonight, but none has gotten past it. This is a real test.
A person's wingspan is about the same as their height, so Casey can only reach out about 5 feet from the end of one outstretched arm to the other.
Casey has to be feeling the nerves now that she's inching her way closer to that warped wall. Only 2 women have ever made it past the 5th obstacle in American Ninja Warrior history.
One of the hardest parts is coming up, which is transferring to the next plank. This is where her reach will be tested.
Hung up here. She recovers and makes the first transfer. Woohoo! Good recovery that of Catanzaro.
Stay calm.
Those arms have to be burning. We're on the verge.
So close. And Casey, don't leap too soon. Get to the 3rd plank. That's the key here.
This transition's so difficult. The dismount has claimed so many athletes tonight. Catanzaro feet away from doing it.
Do you think she smells victory here? Do you think she smells victory here?
And making sure, putting those rungs as close to the end as she can. And she's done it! Casey Catanzaro!
That is it!
Matching the best performance we've ever seen by a woman. Nika McElroy and Jessie Graff, the only 2 others ever to complete 5 obstacles, and now the warp wall standing between her and history. We've seen her do it in training with Brent. We know she can do this.
With the crowd standing at their feet, her boyfriend Brent Stephenson to her left.
6 seasons of American Ninja Warrior, no woman has ever completed the qualifying course. Catanzaro looking to make history. Oh! Her fingers just grazed the top of the wall, missing by inches. This is it. Again, Division I gymnast. She's used to performing when pressure's at its highest, and the pressure has never been higher than this moment.
She's only 5 feet tall. That means the warp wall is almost 3 times taller than her.
Utter silence in the crowd.
Yes! Yes! She's done it! History has been made! Casey Catanzaro! Yes! She's done it! Look at the cheers of joy! Every person in here,
we just witnessed history right now!
The first woman ever to complete the qualifying course! You've done it!
Look at it again. The first woman ever to make it to the top of the warp wall. She said she would do it, and she did.
Brent Stephenson beside himself. All the hard work pays off. Casey Catanzaro makes history. The first woman ever to complete the qualifying course. Amazing.
Good job. Good job, baby. Babe.
Oh, God. Oh, I did it.
That's awesome.
My dreaming pinched me.
Right now, let's go to Jenn Brown, who's standing by with the woman who's rewritten the books, Casey Catanzaro.
The first woman to make it up the warp wall in competition.
I'm literally crying. Like, oh, it is such a dream, and I have worked so hard, and I wanted to do it for all of the ladies out there. We can do it too, everyone. Don't ever be discouraged. Get out there and go hard.
A true inspiration. I'm speechless. We were all on our feet here. We were so proud. Come over here. How proud are you of this one right now?
I couldn't be any prouder. She just performed so flawlessly there. She kicked butt. She stayed calm. She did what she knew she could do. It was pretty amazing. So.
Congratulations.
Thank you so
have
much.
made it to the Dallas City Finals.
Oh.
Brent Stephenson runs next, but right now, it's Casey Catanzaro who's the star here in Dallas. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. Everyone here in Dallas is still buzzing about Casey Catanzaro's historic run, becoming the first woman ever to make it up the warp wall in competition and complete the qualifying course. And that is a tough act to follow, especially when it's your girlfriend. But this is Brent Stephenson, one of the greatest Ninja Warriors in history, but he's coming off a very disappointing last season.
My first 3 seasons, I really was a top competitor and was able to make history by becoming the first American to conquer the ultimate cliffhanger.
He's got it! Brent Stevenson has got it! He has just made history!
Last season, I had a little trouble in the salmon ladder. Luckily, I got wild carded to finals, but somehow, you know, had the same issue. The salmon ladder has always been one of my stronger events, so to go down twice on it in one season is pretty astonishing.
Next year.
This year, I really want to redeem myself. I've been training more than ever. Mount Midoriyama has been my goal for the last 4 years or so. Every year you come back and you don't accomplish that goal. It just makes you more hungry. You know, it becomes more a part of my life, and now it is my life.
Well, he cheered Casey onto an historic run a little earlier.
You got this, Brent.
Now she'll be cheering for him. Brett Stephenson, capable of the fastest run of the night. But as we've seen, this course, take nothing for granted.
You know, whenever you've achieved a certain level of greatness, the only thing that stands in your way is yourself.
And Stephenson on the course.
Hug everything, pressure point on all levels.
Oh, well, really running with expectations and pressure now.
All right, got past the tilting table. That's a check. Now let's see if he can get through the swing jump.
This guy was a professional trampoline artist, incredible body control and strength. And look at that, so easy on the cargo net. Stephenson just does not want to make a simple mistake.
Now past the swing jump, double check. Now this is the triple check here. Get past the unknown, something that Brent Stephenson has never seen, and that is the ring toss.
Taking his time on the ring toss, has seen so many competitors go out with mental errors and physical ones on this obstacle.
He is the epitome of upper body strength. He carries his weight well. I believe that he will be able to traverse past the ring toss.
And a slow start here for Stephenson.
Getting his timing right, doesn't want to make a mistake. He has the pressure and the weight of Casey Catanzaro, 100 pounds, on his back right now.
Absolutely. This is as measured an approach as we've seen on this obstacle, and misses a placement. Well, Stephenson not looking comfortable on this obstacle. This is shocking.
Easy. Nice.
Casey shouting encouragement, offering advice. Oh, and he is hung up.
Oh, my goodness.
Brent Stephenson does not look healthy here. I don't know what's wrong, but... And he is hung up now. 2 rungs there.
He's too far out to leap. He has to get those rings separated.
Stephenson's in trouble. Oh, my goodness. Brent Stephenson out on the ring toss. I'm speechless, Akbar.
I think it's safe to say that everyone here is in shock right now.
Dang, man. Just pumped out. Just pumped out. Those one swings, when you miss that rung, it takes so much energy out of you. Wow.
Even he can't believe it. Akbar, what happened?
He never really looked comfortable. And when he got hung up with the 2 rings on one peg, it just seemed to confuse him. He got fatigued and he was done.
Well, again, we learned the lesson. Nothing is guaranteed in American Ninja Warrior. Right now, let's go down to Jenn, who's standing by with a shocked Brent Stephenson. Wow.
I'm not used to talking to you wet, not making it through, especially the qualifying course. What went wrong out there on the ring toss?
Just didn't give myself enough time in between the swing and the ring toss. Made a few mistakes, spent so much energy recovering, and by the time I thought about just swinging, giving it all, I was just pumped out. I'm just happy to be here, be a part of it, so win, lose, or draw, I love being here.
We love having you. All right, Matt, back up to you.
But you know what, Akbar? Brent actually got up to the ring toss so fast that he's in the 30th position. So if he stays there, he will advance to the Dallas City Finals, and there's only one runner left. But the irony is the last runner is Dylan Gates, a student who trains with Brent Stephenson. If Dylan does well, he'll knock out his mentor. High drama here in Dallas. We'll see Dylan's run when we come back. Welcome back to American Ninja Warrior. The aftershocks are still being felt from Brent Stephenson's early exit on the ring toss. He's currently in the 30th and final spot, but there's one runner left tonight that can knock him out of the finals. And that person happens to be Dylan Gates, a 21-year-old student and Brent's training partner. The irony of this situation is unbelievable. In order for Dylan to advance to the city finals, he'll have to knock out his own mentor. A lot of pressure on this young man who's waited a very long time to run this course.
I first started noticing Ninja Warrior when I was around 16 or so. Up to this point, I haven't participated because I haven't been old enough. The age limit is 21 years old, and my birthday was last September.
I'd have to say the person that inspires me most would have to be Brent Stephenson.
When you do the 90 degree, it's right there.
The fact that I have Stephenson as a mentor, it's humbling. He's a strong competitor, and I'm looking forward to having a little bit of competition with him.
So there you have it. Dylan Gates' first time on this course will determine if Brent's run was his last this season. He's 5'11", 165 pounds, and he's just flying through the quintuple steps. Up to the log grip. Again, no problem. And he wastes no time going over the tilting table and runs all the way to the swing jump. Got to be a lot of mixed emotions for Brent Stephenson right now. Has one of his proteges on the course who he wants to do well. But at the same time, Brent wants to advance to the city finals.
Boy, they say speed kills, and it looks like he's about to kill this course right now.
Brent Stephenson getting a hug from Casey. She knows his time may be up. And Dylan Gates just keeps on moving. Long and lean, should have good reach. We'll see what kind of upper body strength he has on the ring toss.
Well, to be honest, you're talking about how lean he is. I don't see a lot of muscle mass, but what I can say is that this kid has a lot of moxie. Dylan Gates moving with excellent tempo right now.
And again, this is a rookie we're watching. And he looks much more confident on this obstacle than Stephenson did. The top time is Kevin Klein's 1 minute 33 seconds, but Dylan Gates has a chance to beat that. And look at his face, you can see fatigue setting in, but look at the determination. Eyeing the dismount here, he's gonna go for it. And so smooth.
He's going for it.
Look at it. Right up the warp wall. There it is.
Wow, look at that.
With that run, Dylan Gates just put up the fastest time of the night, 1 minute 31 seconds, sending him to the finals and sending his mentor Stephenson home. Let's go down to Jenn, who's with Dylan right now.
Thanks, Matt. Dylan, congratulations. A rookie making it to the top. What does that feel like?
Feels amazing. Just being on top, great feeling.
Well, you crushed it. You crushed it so much that you had the fastest time tonight. So congratulations. Happy guy down here, Matt. We're going to see him in the finals, guys.
And from the joy of Dylan Gates to the disappointment of Brent Stephenson, one of the all-time greats eliminated after his shocking fall on the ring toss. Jenn is making her way to him right now.
Don't do it, Dan Brown.
I had to come talk to you because you know what that means. But now this is a position that you're not used to, standing here having to wait to see if you're making it into the finals. Now just getting where you've been knocked out.
Yeah, it's, you always know it's a possibility, but it's a huge blow, obviously. You have a good streak of a lot of good seasons, and then a not-so-good season, and then a terrible season. So, but that's all right. That's how it happens, you know. It's part of the game, and just come back strong.
Well, I'm sure we will see you here at the finals cheering on Casey.
You better believe it.
A disappointed Brent Stephenson, but a triumphant Casey Catanzaro making it to the top of the warp wall.
You know, I've witnessed a lot of historical events in sports, and I have to say, this is number one for me. Casey Catanzaro is truly the gold standard.
And all 21 athletes reached the top of the warp wall and automatically qualified for the Dallas City Finals. They were led by 21-year-old Dylan Gates. Tremaine Dortch sits in the 6th spot with a time of just over 2 minutes. The next group includes the inspirational Sam Sand. And only a few seconds behind is the Ninja Pastor, Jonathan Morin. Rounding out our top 21 finishers is Casey Catanzaro. The rest of our top 30 are those who made it to the warp wall in the fastest time. They're all moving on to the Dallas Finals. Next week, we head to our 3rd qualifying city, St. Louis, Missouri. For Akbar, Gbaja-Biamila, and Jenn Brown, I'm Matt Iseman. We'll see you next time on American Ninja Warrior.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Ricky Gervais drops by. NBC Tonight.